So welcome everybody. I don't know if I need a microphone. I've been screaming all morning, so I think. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So welcome again to the school. It's been lovely to have you. Our head of school is on his way here to greet you. The chair of the Alumni Association was supposed to be here, but she had some medical inconvenience this morning and couldn't attend. I was informed that some of you were interested in learning a little more about our scholarship program. 4 years ago, we started a scholarship for Dominican students with limited resources to attend the Carol Morgan School, because we understand that there are bright kids that with the good opportunity of a good education as Carol Morgan School can change their lives and the lives of their families. We're happy to announce that currently we have 2 scholarship students recipients. We are ranking among the 10 best students of their classes already. And we are open registrations to have more students. These funds come, one student is funded by the board of directors, and if the development office finds enough funds, then we can have a second student. We have a web page that you can donate. Some parents have donated to build this fund during registration. $50 here, $500 there, $1,000 here, $100 there. So this is how we build this fund with the generosity of our community. Yes?
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt.
Yes.
Just to point out that Carol Morgan has a 503
Yes.
corporation in the States.
Yeah, so it can be tax deductible. Exactly. So now I want to introduce you to our head of school, Mr. Nicholas Mustard, who is here to say hello. Who's sitting in the back?
I think I'm in the stand here, right?
We're live streaming, that's why.
Live streaming stuff.
Yes.
So welcome to all of you. It's an amazing pleasure for me to see people that have been walking the corridors of Carol Morgan School for so many years, and that you return to just be part of this wonderful institution. Carol Morgan, I've been with Carol Morgan now, this is my 6th year, and it's been just an amazing experience for me and my family. It's quite unique. I'm a born Namibian, carry a South African passport, married an Argentinian lady, and I have 2 kids born in Bolivia, and we live in the DR. So it's a true international, but it's been just what a ride, and CMS specifically is just I know when you left it in 1968, 68, 67, in that time, 68, it's, you must have seen the amazing changes that have taken place on this campus. Even for me, in the last 5 years, the campus have changed dramatically. And our students are extremely fortunate to wander these corridors and to get the education that they are getting is just phenomenal. The experience is beyond the classrooms. I mean, I'm not far behind you at this stage. I was born in 1966 actually. And if I think back on the days that I sat in the classroom, and you walk around the school and you go into classrooms and you see how things have changed lately. I think education is one of those organizations that have not really changed a lot. You know, the same classroom, the seating looks the same, the desks look the same, from blackboards that just gone to whiteboards and a little bit more technology. But I would say Carol Morgan in the last couple of years, that I would say last 2-3 years, have really made a massive difference. And if you've wandered the campus already and you've gone into some of these learning spaces, and you've seen also learning spaces that are outside of not outside of campus, but outside the classroom, that you can physically sit here in the plaza and actually teach a class, which is fortunate and fantastic in such a beautiful area. But I don't want to bore you with that. I am just really excited to see you today. And remember that CMS on our campus is always open to ex-alumnus, and that they come back and they enjoy it. We actually, this year is the first year we're going to open on every Tuesday night, we're going to have our Shark Center. We're going to open the Shark Center for families of the school, including our teachers, our students, our parents, ex-alumnus, to come and join us, and we'll just play what sorts of sport you want to. At the moment it starts with volleyball and basketball, but table tennis, and then we're going to try and play soccer and probably not walk the next day or two. But you know, we just want to open our campus a little bit. For many years we've had these beautiful things take part and take place inside the walls of Carroll Morgan, and we want to showcase to the Dominican Republic how fantastic this institution is, and we want to open our doors to the community beyond the CMS community, to involve them to come here and experience, and we can show and actually provide opportunities for people within the DR to develop skills that they would have probably not been given that opportunity because they're not at CMS. Our students are doing wonderful projects. On Wednesday night we've got our welcome reception, and one of the slides I popped in was actually our seniors. Our senior and junior class last year hosted a camp, what was it called?
Camp Operation Science.
Operation,
Share Your Passion.
Share Your Passion. It was during the summer after school closed, that seniors that already graduated were still on campus with juniors, and we had like 57 students on campus, taking our maintenance workers, their kids came for a camp for 2 weeks on campus and provided. What an amazing experience to see these kids on campus with our kids, carrying them around, part of the community. And that is just what we want to do at this moment. Our purpose for this year specifically, and our focus, is to open our doors and to welcome the community, and to show the rest of the island that we're a school of excellence. And everything we do it at that level. And it's not just academics. It boils down all the way through to even what we do with community service, that we support every single one. You lived here, maybe you're not living at this moment here, but the DR is a gorgeous country, and it's got a really neat and a unique culture to it. And I'm just a visitor, and a visitor that really fell in love with this country, and specifically with the school. So I'm proud to be a Shark, and I'm proud to see you sitting here today. It just reminds me of we've done something right in 1968, and that is getting people that are still focused and care about this institution. And I want you to feel that, and I want you to break my door down if you feel there's things that are not right, because we need to be sure that we always keep CMS at the front, and that us that are working here currently, and the community here, but also you, play a vital role to help us move forward and get Carroll Morgan in such a position that we are this world-class international school that we talk about. So I welcome you on campus. It's really a pleasure having you here. Please feel free to stop by my office anytime, and it's just a great pleasure. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Master. I briefly want to introduce you to Stephanie Milade. She's the Alumni Relations Assistant. She's the one who's creating our CMS alumni newsletters for the past 2 years now. And she has a souvenir for you before you go. Now we want to present you a small video, a short video of the CMS development throughout the years. Antonio?
Eran las 5 de la mañana, un seminarista, un obrero, con mil papeles de solvencia, que no le dan paz sin ser.
arrived at the Carol Morgan School in 1967. It was the second year of the school, so we were just beginning. I think we graduated we were about 15 or 16 people that graduated that year. There wasn't really a lot of structure. There were not many facilities there at that time. There weren't a lot of sports. It was just one big dusty, it was like this red clay field, you know, that you put your foot down and everything, and your foot got red from the clay and from the dust. I will remember and cherish these times for the rest of my life.
I have many memories because I did the whole program, the whole career at Carol Morgan, from kindergarten up to high school. The school at that time, when I was in kindergarten, was in Ciudad Nueva, close to the Abreu Clinic. Then we were moved to Máximo Gómez, which was an old house of the Trujillos. Then we were the first group to arrive here in the Sarasota campus. Imagine, when we arrived in Sarasota, there was only 2 buildings, basically, which are now part of the high school. And the campus, the sports campus, was wild. Some areas were still not prepared, some had red dirt.
My name is Sandra Ponte. I graduated in class of 85. I mean, I have the best memories from Carol Morgan School. Carol Morgan was quite different than it is now. For example, we had no uniforms. If we had enough credits, we were able to graduate in 11th grade. There was a senior lounge only for seniors, so it's like your private space. Also, we had like the band tours or the orchestra choir tours every year. I mean, I have the best memories from Carol Morgan School.
Class of 1994 was kind of a rowdy and fun bunch. One day that we decided, like just at the end, none of us went to class and we all started running back to where like the bushes were before. The principal was just running. There was another super famous, I think, is in the history books of the school, was one time a couple of our friends, they took like 100 baby chicks, and they took one of the windowsills out of the principal's office and just put them all there. And next morning, I mean, it was a disaster, but it was super funny.
I don't have one favorite memory. I remember way back in the day, I don't remember the activity's name, but we all worked together, seniors, elementary school, middle school, and we were all striving towards the same goal. That was a very beautiful experience, really fun integration experience. And I think that's something that was repeated towards my entire experience in CMS, where we would do the parqueo parties, for example. The entire high school would compete against each other and everybody would give their best towards their class. And I think that's a huge memory that I take away.
I perfectly remember all the band trips and all the comparses. The gym, we didn't have an air conditioner or a fan. Well, I remember the old cafeteria. It was perfect. La pizza, the frubi, la fajita, the croissant. Well, my class was the reason why Parqueo Party got canceled. All the seniors started going to the field through the back door because a helicopter came, dropped a box with paintball guns, and those paintball guns got teachers full of paint.
And today, when I look back at this campus, which is a campus to be established anywhere in the world, it's a first-class campus, I'm very proud to see what Carol Morgan has achieved through all these years. So sometimes when I say my memories, I think it's the long life affinity with all my classmates, that which we share, the bond that we share that is lifelong, something that we carry through all our life.
So happy anniversary, CMS, and thank you for the great memories.
I would like to say happy anniversary to CMS on its 85 years. Congratulations.
I hope you enjoyed the short video that we shared for our 85th anniversary in March. Now I want to call Mr. Suarez. He has some words to share on behalf of your group.
Well, thank you very much. It's been about 12 years since I spoke at Carl Morgan, which really was a lot of fun. Mr. Mostert, very pleased to meet you. I'm Simon Suarez, and I was president of the board for a few years, 12 years ago. And I guess I have really followed the enthusiasm of good friends from this group of the class of '68 who have remained very, very close. Jaime Maya, Milton de Herrera, Jose Tejada, and they pushed me. And you know how the word is that those who push don't fall. Well, I fell into organizing this thing. And I'm really very glad that I did. I think it's a fabulous opportunity to reconnect. We have been able to reconnect with people really who we have not seen for 50 years. And that is really precious. It really is precious. One of those people we have not seen for 50 years is Linda Contreras, who was our nurse. She probably can still remember everybody's tonsils here. And I just wanted to recognize her and ask Wanda Veloz to please come with Mrs. Contreras here so that we can say some thanks and really thanks for joining us and thanks for everything you did for during our time here. And I asked Wanda because, well, I actually commanded Wanda to resolve this issue, and I asked her to do the presentation because I sure would prick Mrs. Contreras if I tried to put the pin there. Great. Fabulous. Thank you very much for coming out with us. Yes. And I will say something. It is great. Probably the most important part of reconnecting with her is that now we can really call her Linda. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you for the invitation. I feel honored to be here with you. And I really think if I stay here much longer, I'm going to cry. I love you all. I wish you well. Enjoy the rest of the time you have in Santo Domingo. If you live here, avoid the traffic. And come back to see us soon.
Thank you.
And I don't know about great-grandkids yet.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Well, there is another little something that I want to bring up, and that is I would like for Mr. Mostert to come and join me here. And it is just a very small little thing that we would like to leave the school for the library in the name of those of us in class of '68. And it is a celebration bell. But the story behind the celebration bell is what is really interesting. It is a crystal bell that was issued by an organization in about 50 years ago, probably more than 50 years ago. Fundación Dominicana de Desarrollo had a collector's issue of celebration bells to celebrate the Dominican Republic. And the bell has engraved a Sigua palmera, the pond chatter bird, which is the national bird. And what is really valuable for us is that I would say many of us in our homes have one of these. I certainly do, or rather my parents' home has one, and a few others I'm sure do, because this was something that we all bought to help this organization raise funds, the Fundación Dominicana de Desarrollo. And we thought that we should share one with the school so that the school would have one in a special place in remembrance of the jubilee of the class of 68. So here it is. And with that, I have nothing more.
Simone, don't you think this is a good place for a group picture?
Yeah. Okay, well, you can take a group picture here. After here, we're going to go to the balcony for a brief short refreshments that we have for you. It has a nice view of the campus, and we have some light snacks and refreshments because I know you're going to lunch, so it's something light. But you can take your group picture here. Can you put back the Carol Morgan School logo instead of the? Do you prefer the 85th anniversary? The Carl Morgan School logo, can you put it back on?
It's better, yes.
It's the beginning of the presentation.
Well, let's...
Yeah, you can start. Chairs to the front, so people can sit. Yo creo que I think, yeah, one more. Okay, so
You should.
Oh, please, of course. But you have to be in the center.
it's not center. Let me move just a tiny bit. Ahí está, ready.
Is it?
Para que no se vea diferente.
Can you get closer to her? Like a little bit in the back?
Eventually, even.
Yeah, and you here. Here. There you go.
Mrs. Contreras,
Okay, otra aquí. Una, dos, sonrían. Otro más. Una, dos, y... Okay. Stephanie, vas a...
Ahí fue.